Hi everyone, it's Shanae Marie, host of The Bloom Room, where Black business blooms and stories shine. I am here at the Main Squeeze, located at 1425 Reisterstown Road, owned by the one and only Sierra Craig. This is such a beautiful establishment, guys, and I can't wait to bring you on board. Let's go. Welcome to the Main Squeeze. Thank you.
And if you hear this sound, then go and bend your back, go and bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max. Will the DJ please turn up the bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. Shake it to the max.
Welcome to the Bloom Room.
Hi, and welcome to the Bloom Room. I'm your host, Shanae Marie. I am here with Sierra Craig, owner of the Main Squeeze. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for having me on your channel. I'm very excited to do this interview.
So what would you say sparked your love for juicing?
So I began juicing back in 2016. I was in grad school and I was working full time, and I needed a way to honor and take care of my body because I was always on the go, I was always busy, and oftentimes did not have just homemade food or fresh food available. Like, when you're driving across town to go to work and then to school, you pass McDonald's, you pass this, you pass that, but no real good whole food that's quick, right? You can go to different restaurants and they'll have stuff and that's good, but it's also expensive and it takes a lot of time. So I began juicing to supplement, to get my nutrients, get my vitamins in, and keep myself fueled throughout the day.
So it started as a personal journey, a personal health journey.
It did.
That's incredible. It did. So take us back to those early days. What did the Main Squeeze look like when you first started your company versus where it is today?
So when I first started, I started taking my juices to work, and a couple of my coworkers would ask if I could make juices for them. And so that's when I started juicing for other people. And then
started as a side hustle.
Yes. I started juicing for other people, and then I was like, I really should just do this. And so I started taking orders, and then I had to think of a name, and I just thought the Main Squeeze was perfect. I was actually at work one day listening to Junior Mafia when Lil Kim was like, "You want to be my main squeeze, don't you?" And I was like, "That's it.
Talk about it. That's it.
You wanna be my main squeeze?
Ray, you know you're my main squeeze. What is
That's perfect." So it kind of just went from there. And so after I started taking orders, I did that for quite a while. And then I went to farmers markets. And so most of it was pretty much home-based and just in markets and pop-ups and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so where we are now, a whole location. And it took time. It took time. I actually started the actual business in 2018.
Okay.
And a friend of mine who was an investor around 2019 came to me and asked me if I wanted a location. And actually at that time, I wasn't thinking about it, right? But when he approached me with it, I just couldn't get it out of my mind. So it actually took 5 years to get here, but here we are.
Absolutely.
And here we are.
All he needed, really, what he did was plant a seed.
He did, and I just couldn't get it out of my mind then.
You weren't supposed to. That's why we're here.
Yeah. And then that space actually fell through because COVID. He approached me before COVID. Yeah, he approached me before COVID, and then when COVID hit, they paused all the development that they were doing. But then, like I said, I still just couldn't get it out of my mind. So I knew it wouldn't be where it originally started, but I knew I wanted it to happen.
And it did. And at what year did you open the Main Squeeze?
This location?
Yes.
Last year, 2024.
2024.
Yes.
All right. And so when's your 1 year anniversary?
It was June.
Congratulations.
June 8th. Thank you.
1 year.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The biggest, like, I can't believe this is happening moment within the main squeeze. Would you say it was opening brick and mortar?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes. I remember when I got the business plan for it, and like just looking at what it would take to open it, I was like, I'm never gonna be able to do this. And my fiance was like, just do it. He was like, just do it. He was like, if it doesn't go through,
You still did it.
right? He was like, just do it. So I just did it, and
You're here. And you did it.
I did.
And I'm so proud of you.
I did.
Now, I know that business always comes with a lot of ups and downs. Tell me a couple of challenges that you faced along the way.
Well, yes, we have had a ton of challenges, right? Every day is pretty much a challenge because entrepreneurship is not easy. Before I did this, I worked for the federal government. Life was very stable. I always knew what tomorrow was going to look like. Here, I do not. So there are many things that I had to adapt to. I mean, just being an entrepreneur itself, because now you're responsible for leading a team. When I first approached opening this location, I almost feel like I approached it like another job. Like I had a job to do, right? But as time went on, I realized like, no, I have a business to run. Like there are two different things. And so, I was like doing the work myself, not thinking of a strategy that would help us grow, and just kind of almost focusing on just having the business survive. And I took a step back and I thought about how I was thinking about the business, and it's like, well, now you have to think about it like a leader. Like, so now it's not just about the business surviving, now it's about how can you make the business thrive. Balancing work and home is a huge challenge.
And you're a mom, right?
Yes, I am. I have a 3-year-old and a 13-year-old.
Wow.
And
hands are super full.
Yes, very much so. So it's always a challenge, right? But I think when you love what you do and you put everything into it, you kind of just adapt and figure out how to make it better, and then you do your best, and that's all you can do.
That's all you can do. It's your best.
That's all.
Every time.
That's all you really
take
can
a
do.
sip to that.
Yes.
So what would you say you've learned most about yourself throughout your journey?
I am capable of more than what I thought I was.
Yes, you are.
Like everyday life moves so fast with trying to handle so many things and trying to balance so many things that I often don't reflect on what has actually happened.
Done, yes.
Like I just keep going and keep going and keep going. And every day I'm like, wow, I can't believe I did that. I did that. Like, look, I'm still doing this. Like, I'm still running this business. I still have a team. I still make payroll every week. Like, I am doing it. And then not only doing it here, like, I'm doing it at home. Like, I have my kids. I have my fiance. We're about to get married in November. Like, I really feel, thank you. I really feel like I just sometimes can't believe all that I do. When you're in a position where you don't have a choice, you just do it. You do it. You find a way. I wasn't confident in what I was doing. I wasn't confident in how to grow this business. After, dealing with the business side of things, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm still going to come here and go to work, but it's time to make it grow. It's time to make it grow. It's time for me to look at it from the outside.
It's time to bloom.
It's time to bloom.
Now, when I first walked into Main Squeeze, so just a little backstory on me, this is not my first rodeo at the Main Squeeze. We love the Main Squeeze. My mother loves the Main Squeeze. My daughter loves the Main Squeeze. We absolutely love it here. Now, when you walk in, it is a real sense of like home-like. Like it is very welcoming. That's the best way for me to describe it. And I would say that it just offers just a sense of community. So how do you keep that community alive? Are there things that you are doing within the community right now? Are there things that you plan to do? Tell me a little bit about that.
So the feeling that you feel when you come in is intentional. When I was like thinking of taking the Main Squeeze from a home-based business to like an actual business, I had a lot of people say, oh, why don't you get a food truck, or why don't you do this or do that? But I wanted to build a space that was intentional on wellness. I feel honored to be able to serve something that's good for your body, and also you enjoyed your visit because it feels good here.
Absolutely.
Like you said, you feel seen here.
Absolutely.
Like, and that is all intentional.
Like the way that customers can walk in and you can recognize them and know what their order is outstanding.
Thank you.
I literally walked in and I was like, what is it that my mom gets? And she just ran off the ingredients one by one.
And it's because I live here, basically.
Yes.
but
it speaks volumes on your care and how much you pay attention, and that matters. And a lot of people need to know how much that matters in business.
it does. It matters a lot to me. I never really, I mean, of course I started this to make money, right? But it was, the purpose is bigger than that.
Absolutely.
And I think that to me, it's important that people feel good on the inside, but a part of that is also, your mental well-being, your emotional well-being, right? I wanted to provide a different type of environment for that.
You did just that.
Thank you.
So what is next for the Main Squeeze?
We'll have some new flavors of like smoothies and toast for the fall. We are actually in the process of getting a new website built, so our customers will be able to order directly through us, which will include delivery at in-store prices, not a markup like if you were going through a third-party app. Those are some things that are coming that are really exciting. We're also going to have a new sandwich soon, maybe 2. Long term, I would like to see us have another location.
Yes. And we're going to speak it straight into existence because it's coming. So what advice would you give to someone who wants to start their own business?
If you're going to start a business, like if you're really going to jump out there and leave your job or whatever you're going to do, you have to love what you do, because it's going to take a lot from you. That if you are offering something that you're passionate about to people and they are enjoying it and they're taking it in, that's just, a highlight of every day. Plan, but also nothing will go as planned. And that's okay.
Thank you again, Sierra, so much for having me. It's been a pleasure hearing all about your story. So everyone knows, where can they follow you? Where can they follow The Main Squeeze?
So we are on Instagram at The Main Squeeze MD. We are on Facebook as The Main Squeeze Maryland. We are on TikTok as The Main Squeeze MD as well. And then our website is themainsqueezemd.com.
Please check her out, guys. Once again, she is located at 1425 Ricerstown Road. If you guys would like to be on the Bloom Room, please email me at theoryandbloom@gmail.com. But in the meantime, please follow The Main Squeeze. And until next time. Thank you for tuning into the Bloom Room, brought to you by Buy Black Networking and Theory and Bloom. Be sure to stay tuned for our next special guest. Are you interested in telling your story? Are you ready to redefine your brand? Email us today at theoryandbloom@gmail.com. Until next time.